The Krextar hunting party had been tracking the human for 3 rotations across the crimson wastes of Valdris Prime. 7 feet of scaled muscle and razor-sharp claws, they were apex predators on 17 different worlds. Their leader, Thane Hunter, Vexmore, had personally claimed the heads of champions from a dozen species. Today's prey was different, though. The human, designation Marcus Chen, according to their intercepted communications, had not run in blind panic like the others. Instead, he had led them on what could only be described as a leisurely stroll through increasingly dangerous terrain. "He mocks us," snarled Vexmore's lieutenant, yellow eyes fixed on the heat signature moving calmly through the crystalline forest ahead. "No prey walks so slowly when death stalks behind." Vexmore's forked tongue tasted the air. The human's scent carried no fear pheromones, only the salt of honest exertion and something else. Something that made the Krextar's predator instincts twitch uneasily. It smelled like satisfaction. They found Marcus in a clearing beside a bubbling thermal spring, his primitive camping equipment already deployed. The human sat cross-legged on a fallen log, methodically heating water over a small flame. He looked up as 7 Krextar warriors emerged from the crystal trees, their weapons gleaming in the binary sunset. "Oh, good," Marcus said in perfectly fluent Krextar, startling the hunters. "I was wondering when you'd catch up. Dinner's almost ready." Vexmore stepped forward, raising his ceremonial war blade. The metal sang as it cleared its sheath, a sound that had preceded the death of countless worthy opponents. This was the moment when prey either fled in terror or charged in desperate fury. The human did neither. He pulled out a small rectangular object and began reading. "Human." Vexmore's roar shook dust from the crystal branches. "I am Thane Hunter Vexmore of the Bloodclaw clan. You have led us on a hunt across 3 rotations. Face me in combat that you might die with honor." Marcus glanced up from his tablet. "Oh, sorry, can't right now, I'm cooking." He gestured to a pot now bubbling merrily over his camp stove. "Takes exactly 18 minutes for proper texture. We've got about 12 left." The Krextar hunting party exchanged bewildered looks. In their entire military history, no prey had ever requested a cooking break in the middle of a death challenge. You refuse to fight?" Vexmore's voice cracked slightly. "I didn't say that," Marcus replied, stirring whatever was in the pot. "I said I can't right now. Big difference. Hey, you guys eaten today? This batch is enough for 8. The smallest Krextar warrior, barely 6 feet tall, unconsciously sniffed the air. The aroma rising from the human's pot was remarkable. His stomach rumbled audibly. "Ketsa," Vexmore snapped. "We are hunters, not dinner guests." "Ramen," Marcus said conversationally. "Well, my own field variant. Dehydrated vegetables, protein cubes, and a spice blend my grandmother taught me. The secret is adding the seasoning in 3 stages." He checked his tablet. 10 minutes. The silence stretched. The Krextar had protocols for fleeing prey, fighting prey, even pleading prey. They had no protocols for prey that offered to share meals. "This is some form of psychological warfare," muttered Ketsa. "Probably," Marcus agreed. "Though technically, I think it's just called being polite. Your translator software working okay? Sometimes the cultural context gets lost." Vexmore lowered his blade slightly. In 40 years of hunting, he had never encountered anything like this. "Human, what are you?" Marcus looked up again, genuinely puzzled. "Hungry? Also an engineer, technically. I'm supposed to be surveying mineral deposits, but your clan showed up first. 8 minutes. You know we will kill you," Vexmore stated. "You'll try," Marcus corrected mildly. "But honestly, I'm hoping we can work something out. See, I know why you're here, and it's not really about me." The Krextar tensed. This human knew more than they had assumed. "Your people have been losing territory to the hegemony for decades," Marcus continued, checking his timer. "Hunting grounds gone, population centers bombed. You need new worlds, but every species you've tried to intimidate just calls for backup." He gestured around the clearing. "So you decided to test the newest arrivals. See if humans scare easy. Vexmore's grip tightened on his weapon. You speak truth, human. Your species is unknown, weak. We will drive you from these stars. Maybe, Marcus said. Or maybe you'll discover something interesting about humans. 6 minutes. What? Marcus smiled, and something in that expression made Ketsa take a step backward. We're persistence hunters, Vexmore. Always have been. Your people are sprinters. Fast, powerful, efficient killers over short distances. But humans? We just keep going. He stood up, moving with surprising fluidity for such a compact frame. See, I've been leading you around for 3 days. Not to tire you out, though you do look a bit winded, but to learn your patterns, your hunting tactics, your blind spots. The human's smile widened. Did you know there are 47 other human survey teams on this planet? And that each team has been assigned a Krextar hunting party to study? The temperature in the clearing seemed to drop. You mean? Ketsa whispered. We're not the prey, Marcus said cheerfully. You are. We're just really, really patient about it. 4 minutes until the noodles are perfect, by the way. Vexmore raised his blade again, but uncertainty flickered in his eyes. You bluff. Do I? Marcus sat back down and resumed stirring. Here's the thing about humans, Vexmore. We pack bond with everything. Our pets, our tools, our food, our enemies. 3 days of hiking together? I'm actually going to miss you guys. He looked up and his expression was no longer entirely human. But if you insist on the traditional hunt, well, we can do that too. Just remember, you came to our planet. You started this game. And humans have been playing it longer than your species has existed. The timer chimed. Marcus turned off the heat and began ladling noodles into metal cups. So, he said, offering the first cup to a stunned Ketsa, dinner and negotiations? Or do we skip straight to the part where 47 human teams converge on this location in approximately 6 minutes? Vexmore stared at the offered food, then at the human who had just casually threatened his entire hunting force while serving soup. Slowly, he sheathed his blade. Tell us about these negotiations, he rumbled. Marcus grinned and handed him a cup. Well, first rule of diplomacy. Never negotiate on an empty stomach. As the binary stars set over Valdris Prime, 7 Krextar warriors sat in a circle with 1 human engineer, sharing ramen and inadvertently beginning the first cultural exchange between their species. Later, Ketsa would write in his report, The humans do not hunt as we hunt. They hunt as we would hunt if we hunted time itself. The distinction, he noted, was crucial.